Good morning. Morning is in the Word. Thank you for watching today. Today we're going to be digging into more idol talk. And I'm not talking about worthless talk. I'm talking about idols. We're looking at the verse today is going to be Philippians 4, verse 12. And I'm going to pick it up here in about verse 10. So Paul's thanks for their gifts. So let's pick this right up. How I praise the Lord that you are concerned about me again. I know you have always been concerned for me, but you didn't have the chance to help me. Not that I was ever in need, for I learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing and with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little, for I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. That probably sounds familiar. That verse gets used a lot. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The context here is that Paul is talking about his well-being as far as what he's got. If he's got food, if he's got shelter, if he's got uh, whatever it may be, and he can do all things, all situations like that. He can live with through. He can make through with Christ. Well, it got me thinking about how little we can do without in our lives and still be okay, be content. And I thought about something even as simple as like, say someone took our pillows off our bed, still had our blankets, still had the bed, just didn't have our pillows. Would that affect your night of sleep? And for the majority of people, it really would. It'd really give them a bad night's sleep. They'd wake up and they'd probably have a crick in their neck and be uncomfortable. Um, what about this? What if we didn't have our pillow and didn't have our bed? We just had a spot on the floor. Would we be content with that? Would we be able to? Would we be able to be content with whatever we had if it wasn't anything comfort? If we just had a floor to sleep on, we could probably make it. Well, it wouldn't be comfortable. What about this? What if we didn't have our pillow? We didn't have our bed. Uh, we didn't have our electricity. You know, people would probably not be able to even function at that point. I mean, there'd be people out getting hotel rooms. There'd be people looking to stay with neighbors or relatives. And what if you go to that next level? What if we didn't have a home? Would we be content if we didn't have a home? You just go right down the line. What if we didn't have you know, we didn't have our family either? What if we didn't even have our job? What if we had nothing? Could we be content with that? And honestly, I doubt it. Like in our world, in our United States in 2016, I doubt it. And my first thought was, are these idols in our lives? And I'm not sure if they're idols. We don't worship our comfort or worship um, our situations, but I believe they're a huge distraction for us. Um, we can't really focus on Jesus because we have so much other stuff going on in our lives all the time. It just makes me think when that what's really important here. What's our priority in life? What's important? Is it our comfort? Is it feeling good, or is it serving Jesus? Um, and I know it was convicting to me when I thought about it. Uh, I use that verse. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, for silly things like to witness to somebody. Well, yeah, you can witness to somebody through power in Jesus Christ, but could you give up everything and follow Him? Could you take up your cross and follow Him and turn your back on everything else in your life? For those of us with wives and kids and families, God's not asking us to do that physically, but spiritually. Can we drop everything and pick up our cross and follow Him? Something to think about today. Focus on things that you take for granted as far as comfort and um, just to feel good. Could we do without those things like Paul did? Could we live on nothing? What if we just had a few bites to eat in the morning and got some water on the way? Could we live on that? So think about how lucky we are. Heard an interesting stat. If you are living in the United States or any country and you make $42,000 a year or more, you're one of the richest 95% of the world. $42,000 a year puts you at one of the richest, 5% of the richest people in the whole world. Could you do with less? Could you do it? Could you be content with much, much less? So think about that. Have a great morning. Have a great day. Tell somebody about Jesus today. I want to invite everybody to church. Whole Life Church in Sturgis. We're on US 12, across the street from the Dollar General. We start Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. I'll save you a spot.